You know, they say Africa has a lot of businesses, and this is quoted, but they have little business. So the difference, Africa has a lot of businesses, but it has little business. Did you know that, for instance, businesses in Africa that has or have revenue of $1 billion, $1 billion are actually about 345. China alone, China, over 1,500. That just demonstrates to you why, you know, and why should we as a continent have only 345 businesses that actually generate revenue of $1 billion. So that's the mentality we need to. So we need to be brave enough to believe in bigger businesses. You know, we have done groceries. You know, our parents have done that. We grew up in the Pagama bus service space. You know, who did something incredible. I have great respect for him. And I think the generations we see from those families and others, you know, expanding to much bigger and bigger, that's how it should be. But the time of starting small, we ran against time. Go big from first day. If your business needs 1 million or 10 million in Malangeni, go for 10 million. And the funders are out there. We are living in an era where there's too much cash chasing too little projects. Let's utilize that space. My last comment will be, but also, you know, there's a very common saying that, you know, Eswatini, we're only 1.2 million people. So, you know, because demand is not as big as it should be. Well, let me tell you, you are wrong. Who said when you create a business, you're creating a business for Eswatini? And that's the mentality that actually is incorrect. You know, when you create a business in Eswatini, you're creating a business for the AU, for SADC, for the continent, and for the global community. Once you have that mentality, and I tell you, because we do that. When we actually acquired our KFCs, we obviously did global. But I'll tell you now, without really saying a lot, is that the intention is to also make acquisitions in Europe of the KFCs from here. And the suppliers will be from here. That's why you'll see in the next couple of months or so, where we announce that because we need to create production capacity here. So we need to have that mentality. A lot of people speak about mindset. I'm a very big supporter, and those who spend a lot of time around me. Mindset is everything. It is the mindset that you need to have that's right to say, you know, am I really creating my business for just Eswatini? Let me tell you, my friend, if you think like that, you know, give others a chance, because you are creating and taking our space for nothing. You know, create business that actually will fit in the US, will fit in Europe. I actually recall when we did our research as a banker, our research were actually designed and in a way that even if you are JP Morgan, even if you are Goldman Sachs, even if you are Citibank, you should read African Airlines reports, they should read the same as a JP Morgan report. When you got the pick and pays, we did the same thing. Those of you who've been to Matsapa Link will see that we're trying to actually, when you walk into that store, feel that you're also walking in Johannesburg. You're also working in you know, Walmart in the US. That is the mentality. You know, we exactly do that. We may not be there, but at least the mindset is there. Now, you ask me where the money is in the mindset. The money is in the thinking. That, you know, I do not want to think small. I want to operate small. I want 200,000 because 200,000 can only give me to supply Mafuteni alone. I need to supply the global community. Okay, and the last thing that I want to say to you, you are very fortunate, because as entrepreneurs, we also work in the space of economics. Economics being from the from government economics. When the government economics work, utilize it. So what is government economics? You are lucky. You have the infrastructure, from EPTCs, your mobile companies, and I'm talking IT. Because by the way, as you know, the future is in IT. There's no doubt about it. When I was reading, I think last week in the economics, is that $1 trillion is being spent on data centers to accommodate AI. AI, as you all know, being artificial intelligence. $1 trillion is being spent on that. And that tells you a lot. And that is why, by the way, even those in leadership, and I always say this, and I'm known to say it, if you're in leadership and you're actually not an IT technology individual, you're in the wrong position, because you can't lead. Then you're leading you're gonna make people blind. We need guys that actually have that right mindset, that we need to create investment in IT, which obviously involves AI. I mean, this recent meeting where I attended, auditors were saying that they're going to cut down their audit time by 30% from AI. That tells you. So what is your business? What is your business doing to make sure that actually, one, it incorporates AI? These are the things, I can go on and on. Obviously, I'm told by the organizers that we're going to have much more of these sessions. And this is what we should discuss. And this teaches you. When I invoked him, whether you're in Scott, it's no longer the issue that, but that's not the same as university. Who tells you that? The Vulcan boys and girls are going to employ us who actually went to university. So that paradigm shift has already happened. And that is what entrepreneurship is about. Let's stand on our feet, as Lionel Messi does it in the field. We also do the same thing, stand up on our feet. This is it's a mindset game, and obviously I can go on and on and on about this, but I think that's about it from me. I am hopeful I'm available for questions, then I can answer. Thank you for that question. I think, and I try to respond as practical as I can, because some things they say you are born with, some things they say you acquire as you grow. And I'm not sure if I'll answer you on that, but I have seen this even from governments, from bigger or broader companies. We need to find a way to actually work around execution. There's a book, or there's books that I think when we at Stanford, we actually met with the professor. It says, why do people don't do what they know they should do? So that I'm meant to do this, but I actually don't do it. Africa suffers from a lack of execution. Now, this is obviously, I'm talking from a broader economic perspective. Individuals, because remember that a house is from bricks, and bricks make up the house, and so on and so on and so on. You can imagine when those individuals, those cannot make decisions. Execution is key. Whether it's an art, people take long to make decisions. They take long. Now, let me tell you the analogy of execution, which I've said it in other audiences. There is a cost to not making a decision on time. But so it's actually much more expensive not to make a decision. It's actually even less expensive to make one, even if it's wrong. That's cheaper. You know why? Because you're going to discover that it's wrong and you fix it. The guy that has not made any of no decision goes on and on and on. Imagine how the time takes. Why do you think as a continent we are where we are? Why do you think some businesses are where we are? I spoke to you earlier about funding. Guys raising 400,000 in Malanga instead of 2 million in Malanga and whatever you. It's execution. For me, that is so key. We need to find a way to fix that. Thank you. And I think more importantly also, because we believe in this, what Zox and his team have done, As KFC, we are putting about 60,000 to this. Half of that is in cash, and then obviously half of that is meat. As you know, that's what we do best. And so everyone that actually is here, please make sure that you are given something from KFC, our meat. It's the best. Thank you very much.